Hey, Ellen, I'm about to introduce to you an amazing friend of mine. This guy can bring an entire community together with just his smile. Now, most people write you letters, but I wrote you a song to capture your attention. So I want to introduce you to Jarren. I was born way down in Louisiana, in a little town not far from New Orleans. I grew up watching Ellen on my television, cutest girl I swear I've ever seen. Ellen, oh Ellen, I love the way you give to those in need. For you I'll sing and dance, just give me a chance. Hey Ellen, be generous to me. I was born to sing for other people. Give me a key and I'll break down the door. I'm talented and funny, just never had the money. Ellen, I'm what you've been searching for. Ellen, oh Ellen, I love the way you give to those in need. For you I'll sing and dance, just give me a chance. Hey Ellen, be generous to me. Ain't looking for a handout, work hard to be the best. Give me an opportunity, just watch me do the rest. Ellen, I love the way you give to those in need. For you I'll sing and dance, just give me a chance. Hey Ellen, be generous to me. Hey Ellen, be generous to me. Yeah. Ellen.
Hi, my name is Brad Causey. I'm the facility and stable manager here at eQuest, and I'm also an instructor. This is our hippotherapy room where our hippotherapy clients come in. Hippotherapy is physical, occupational, and speech therapy on back of a horse. And how that is so beneficial, the horse's movement when someone is sitting on their back is the closest thing to a human being's walk. So those riders that do not have that fluid movement, that do not have that trunk control and can't use those muscles just like everybody else can, getting on the back of a horse is very beneficial. So we have a table that riders can sit on and stretch on and get loose and work on muscles, or we have this mounting barrel that we get on and stretch as well.
Hi, I'm Jason McTee.
And I'm Ginger McTee, and we're Jarren McTee's parents. Jarren was born 7 years ago, had a normal pregnancy, and the night before our scheduled cesarean, I started having complications, and Dad rushed me to the hospital, and we had emergency C-section. Let's see, Jarren was almost 3 when we started here at eQuest. I remember the first day that we came just for his evaluation. And the 2 therapists were there waiting on us. They greeted us, and they started working with him, and that was the first time, okay, here I go. That was the first time that anyone said to me, this boy will walk, don't worry. He's got great potential. We are gonna work hard with him. And he's gonna do great, don't worry. And that was really the first time that anybody had said that to us.
You know,
It's
it's really expensive.
really expensive. So
Some things people don't know is insurance doesn't pay for stuff like this, for hippotherapy. They don't pay for speech, occupational, physical therapy. There's a certain dollar amount they pay a year.
which
And
is about 2 months
about
of
a
what he
month and a half.
normally would get.
Would
So
get.
we have to help out with that, and him starting school was a big thing too, just time-wise as well. We would love for him to be able to, you know, come every day as much as he's done. And what we see is that when he doesn't come, like we've had a break, they only come, you know, sessions and then they're off for a while, and we always see regression until we get going back again. And I would say that, you know, if the more we could come, the better.
The house is not fully accessible for handicap needs, no. You know, bigger doors.
It's, for one thing, that's the hardest thing for me, is to look to the future. You know, I mean, day to day is, you know, it's like get through that today, tomorrow.
Yeah, every year we do a softball tournament we put on in town there in Farmersville. And we usually have, you know, 20 or 30 teams show up. We have a silent auction. We have a live auction. We have a live band that plays. We have like a fun run and then like a 5K run that they do. And this all generates a lot of money for, you know, stuff like this. And that's the only way we can generate the money, is have fundraisers in town.
If we didn't have that, we wouldn't even be here at eQuest. I mean, there's no way we could pay the amount that it costs to even come here. Most of my life, my parents and his parents knew each other growing up as well. And Tim approached me. He's, like I said earlier, he and his family have helped us with our fundraiser for Jarren. Tim made us a, oh, this was gonna get me. I should have told y'all this a long time ago, but he called me one day and said, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm headed up to the baseball field." And he said, "I'll be right there." I said, "Okay." No idea. The day before, my dad and I were having a conversation, and I said, "It'd be really nice to have something to put Jarren's chair on so that I don't have to lift it up and put it in the back of my car at the time." And we were just throwing ideas out. You know, could we go to the Tractor Supply store and buy something that I could be able to pick it up? And Tim overheard this. I had no idea Tim was even listening. Excuse me. And he, the very next day, he says, "I'll be right there." I said, "Okay." He pulls up and he pulls out a metal hitch to go on the back of my car that fit Jarren. He had already been and measured Jarren's chair that day, and he welded that thing together and made it fit his chair perfectly on the back of my car. So we were able to just roll his chair right up on the back of that thing and put him in the car, and he went wherever we were going. Before that, we had to really think about what we were doing that day. You know, does Jarren really have to go? Does Jarren really have to have his chair? Because at that time he was young enough that we could hold him, or you know, things like that. And that made it where we could just say, "Hey, he can go with us." And I mean, so that was a big deal for us. And then I took it off the car one afternoon to help a friend move, and came back later and it was gone. Out of the front yard, right by the highway. I mean, somebody walked up and picked it up, and we called the police. It was a piece of metal. I guess they took it and sold it for scrap. I don't know. Everybody in town was just like, "I can't believe this," you know, and everybody knew that was mine. Everybody knew my car because of this thing on the back of my car. And guess what? Tim was the last person I wanted to tell because I felt awful that he had done this. And my family called him and said, "It's gone." And the next day, he had me another one. And I just, when Tim approached me about doing a video, he said he made a song and he wanted to do a video, and Jarren wanted Jarren to be in it. And he said, we'll think about it, talk it over. I said, "I don't have to. You go right ahead, and I hope it helps Jarren." And he said, talk to your husband. I said, I don't need to. I'll let him know when to be there. And, you know, as soon as he said it, he goes, where do we got to go? What do we need to do?